Hi and welcome. I'm John and this is Unique Game Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is the Monday painting video. Now, what is the Monday painting video and what is it all about? Well, the Monday painting video is a painting video, but the model or models painted on a video are voted on by you guys, my viewers, from last week's Weekly Wednesday, which is a weekly Q&A. In that video, I show you a host of models and you guys vote on them. So, for all my regulars here, guys, I feel love. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a second. Right, so this is a very interesting lineup this week. We have the Avatar of Kahane, we have an Engineer, we have 8-bound, we have the Tyrannic the War Veteran from 10th edition 5 box, and we have big old Gaz. Now I've just chucked them down here like this. Maybe I should mix them up a little bit, I don't know. That should be fine. So because everyone had a 1 vote apiece, I do a dice roll. Okay. And that one I showed you there, Salute. That's actually number 6. So there's only 5 models. So we're going to keep it simple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I roll a 6, I'll re-roll it. So whichever one I get is what gets painted up for today's video. 5. Big old Gaz. Oh my goodness me. Big old Gaz, of course. Being October and everything. So I'm going to get him gravelled up and suited and booted. And I'll come back to you when I'm ready to start adding paint to him. So all I've done is some still using drab across the gravel on the base. Both him and his little Gucci companion. Now there's a lot of, this is an intense model. First of all, apologise about the rain in the background, I can't help that, it's just actually hammering down. This is an intense model. Hopefully I can get it done today, Monday. If not, it'll be up on Tuesday, but there's so much detail on this guy. I think the thing that's going to let me down is waiting for certain paints to dry across certain things. Anyway, we'll start with the wet palette. There's a lot of colours here. So I've got some Lead Belcher, Euphorian Grey, got some White Scars, some Screaming Skull, Beaten Copper, Goblin Green, because it was so well like Goblin Shaman, Red Sweet Rama, and this is Mephiston Red. The first thing I'm going to do, and some people are going to be like, okay, I can see where this is going, but you won't, the next part you'll be like, what the hell are you doing? So I'm going to take my dry brush, I'm going to take some Lead Belcher, take it off the brush, and I'm going to dry brush all of the metal panels on this guy. His gun, the whole shebang. Anything that's going to be metallic, I'm going to dry brush with the silver, with the Lead Belcher, sorry. Doesn't matter because afterwards I come over and do what colours I want, but for now I just want to give a nice lead base coat, metal base coat across it. So I'm going to go off camera and do the rest, and I'll come back to you then, guys. Right, so here we are. As you can see, his claws look actually lovely, just with a simple dry brush. The metal looks like it's worn metal. Now I'm going to do something that might make some people fall off their chairs. So I'm giving you a heads up warning. I'm going to take some White Scars on my dry brush, take it off of there, and I'm going to dry brush certain areas of the armour with White Scars. Now I'm not doing a whole panel, I'm just doing certain little bits, because when I come back in afterwards, it's going to make it look really just popping off on a few little, something I want to try with silver and a bit of white. Remember, White Scars is a layer paint, so it will go on bright and dull itself down. I'll leave that to dry for a few minutes. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to come in with some Screaming Skull. I'm going to pick out all of the skull work on him with Screaming Skull. He's got this big one on top of his head there. He's got like another one. What did I say? There is that. Another couple there. There's another one there. Another one that side. I think they're supposed to be human heads. Look at the size of them compared to him. I don't think there's any more. I'm going to pick those out and then I'm going to come back to you again. Right, so now I'm going to take some Euphorian grey, and I'm going to paint the banners on his little companion. Big Gaz also has a little robe in front of his, across his groin area. I'm going to paint that with this colour as well. This is ready for the next stage. I actually took Screaming Skull as well, did across the bottom of the base, because that's ready for the, well, I'm going to do the base work. So I'm going to go off camera and finish doing this. I must say, I really like the way that white's come out and that silver. It looks absolutely amazing. See it on the shoulder pad there. This just absolutely really just pops off. Makes it look worn and just, and then the knee there as well. Look, absolutely, I really like that. I'm actually tempted to do more, but I don't know. You can see it. You can see it there, there, and there. It just looks. I like it. Anyway, going to come in with the best part of the model now. Painting the Goblin Green. Now Malachi is practically naked, so I'm going to give him a thin coat of Goblin Green. Gaz only has his head exposed, the rest of him is all armour and plates and everything else. I think this little dude has little trousers on. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with the Goblin Green and do Gaz's face, and then I'm going to come back to you again. Right, so I've just waxed some Rhino Oxide on the wet palette because Malachi, or Malaclef, what his name is, has some bindings on his staff. And also, the big man himself has a few bits of, not cloth, but some sort of like here. He's got the teeth on the end of it. So I'm just going to give them a quick once over with this Rhino Oxide. I don't think he's got any more. No. You can see I had a bit of silver to those little bits of the base there to get that ready. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take some beaten copper. I'm just going to pick out a few little bits on him to paint with the beaten copper, because his armour isn't like one suit of armour, it's a combination of loads of different bits and pieces just welded together. But notice I'm not giving that a full coverage. I want bits of the silver to come through. Let's get a few of these teeth. Let's just get all of these teeth. Again, I'm not giving it a full coverage because I want the silver to come through more. So it gives you a proper rustic look. So I'm going to go and do a few more panels on him, a few more bits and pieces, and then I'm going to come back to you again. Now I'm going to come in with some white scars. I'm going to pick out bits on the base. Some people are going to say, "What are you doing that for?" You'll see in a little bit. Nothing too tasty, just random spots. So where I've done the screaming skull, just random spots around that, just to give it different, light a bit of paint here and there. My regulars will know what's coming without me knocking the camera. Again, sorry guys. Right, so what I'm going to do now, as you can see, it looks very nice. I'm taking some Mephiston red and I'm going to start just doing some really big blocks on him. Excuse me. But again, because I've done the metal work on it, I don't want to take away everything from the metal work. So I want it to look like that. We had the bits of metal coming through. I'll just do each shoulder panel here, and then I go off and just do the rest of it off camera. I do whatever else I'm doing on him off camera. So just give it another quick look. You can see the bits of metal coming through. I see the paint's still shiny, but that's absolutely fantastic. Right, so I've decided I'm going to try my hand a little bit of freehand. So I've got a good brush here with some white scars. I don't know, I'm going to try it on the knee actually, I think. Should I try it on the knee? I don't know. I don't know what to do it. I'm going to try here. So what I'm going to do is just try and come in. No, I'm going to give up on that. That's not going to work for me. I'm going to give up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to give it a go. Because worst case scenario, it's not going to look good, and I can just go over it and with some red. No, I don't like it. I don't think I'm doing too good of a job of that. I'm messing that up totally messing up, so I'm not going to bother with that now. Get some Mephiston red on there and just get rid of those. Yeah, let's get rid of it. Forget that, I won't be doing that. I tried, I won't do it. What I am going to do though is go back to the white scars. I'm going to come in and gently pick out his teeth. I already had one good idea on this already, which was to dry brush the white over the silver here and there. And then I'm going to whack a bit of white scars on the skulls, and really pop them up. You can already see the difference between that one there and that one there. Big one at the top here can have some extra love as well. Might even come over this big one again with some more white scars after, just to really just push it up a bit more. Right. What else did I want to do on this guy? Right, I'm going to come in with some Retributor armor. I'm going to pick out a few bits. Like this bad boy here. Now someone's going to say to me about my freehand there that maybe I should use masking tape. Yeah, I love looking at freehand. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and those that can do it are you're geniuses. For me, I can't do it. So it's a skill that you have got or you haven't got. Can we get that little? Get a little bit behind him, a bit of Retributor armor as well. You're going to come in and get this here. This just breaks up the backpack even more. I still love that white on the silver. It's absolutely fantastic. Probably makes it look like it's scratched metal. Anyway, now we're going to come in with, might almost be time for contrast paint now, I think. Actually, I need to do some Euphorian grey here. That was what I'm going to go for next. Sorry, should have done that earlier. I didn't. Let me get this as well, this white, because I want to have a little bit of contrast onto this as well. I absolutely love this so far. I'm going to leave it to dry for a few minutes and then I'm going to come in with some contrast paint. Right, the rain's come down really heavy now. I've been waiting for it to finish, but it's not, so I'm just going to crack on. So I do apologise about noise in the background. I'm going to get some Talazar blue now and put it in a place that I'm not going to knock it over everywhere. And I'm going to come in I'm going to get his cloth hanging off at the bottom of him. What this is going to do as well, this is going to really break up all of that area of the model. Now, I could have come in with some white scars first of all over the Euphorian grey, and just then it would have given me extra highlights, but I don't see the point of that. The whole point of this is just to break the grey up. Not break the grey up, sorry, break. I mean, look at that, that really stands out. See, when you look from behind, you see that nice blue bit hanging off the bottom of him. I'm going to come into Mr. Malakov. I'm going to do the same blue contrast paint on his banner. Again, this is really going to break up this whole model. Right, next I'm going to come in with some Rattling Grime contrast paint. I'm going to come in and I'm going to wash down, without knocking the camera again, I do apologise, all of that ground area that I put the Screaming Skull on and then the white scars. I'm going to just wash all of that with it, because that's going to give me such a nice base colour. Well, not a base colour, but such a nice finish on it, because the Screaming Skull has gone on to give me the lighter base colour, so I can put contrast paint on in the first place. Then the white scars is actually just adding to all of that, highlighting it here and there. You look at that, it already looks fantastic. I'm going to finish this last little bit off. Right, now I'm going to come with some Polar Glacier contrast paint. This is a very weird colour because it's not that bright. I think it's mostly to be used for like ghostly things. But I'm going to paint all the smoke coming out of his gun. One of those weird colours that either goes on really well, or it goes on does looks really bad. I think with the Youth and Grey underneath, it's going to give you the look of smoke, but like a bluey type tinge to it. Right, so there's one more contrast paint that I'm going to use, and then this guy will be battle ready. So it's two more contrast paints. The next one is going to be, no, that's all you. Where are you? Nope. I know, sorry. Skeleton Horde. Skeleton Horde is going on these horns. But these horns have little lines in them, so it's really going to pick the detail out really nicely. The next colour is Eldari Emerald. Sorry, trying to talk with paintbrush in my mouth. Next colour is Eldari Emerald. Would be a model I paint, an alt model without Eldari Emerald in it, because I do love Eldari Emerald. Is my favourite contrast colour. Again, look at that, just really just pops the whole lot differently. Just breaks all of that space up. I'm going to get this wire as well, because it's going in, so the power's going straight through it. I'm dropping the brush, knocking the camera at the same time. Now I could come in on that with Niblick Green once it's dry. I don't think it needs it. I honestly don't think it needs it. I actually really love that, especially that white. I keep talking about it, and I do apologise, guys, but it does look absolutely like just beating up metal. That's what it looks absolutely really. I think the claws need a little bit of it, and the back of the legs need a bit more. maybe even the red a little bit. So all intents and purposes, this guy is battle ready. So what that means for everyone that's new, I could put them on the table when the paint's dry, and away we go. But I'm going to take it to the beyond battle ready standard now. Now what that means is, it could be a dry brush, as I've just spoke about. It could be edge highlight. It could be wet blending. It could be, you know, shade down. There's so many different things, or a combination of loads of different things. So even like with the contrast paint, whereas I was talking about Niblet green, that would be the next stage, the next step. But with the Niblet green, because the dry paint, I would reflect it up onto the backpack so it looks like it's glowing. So the first thing I'm going to do actually is, I saw nun oil, there we are. Get some nun oil from Mr. Man. Who's Mr. Man, someone's going to say. This is Mr. Man. And I'm just going to wash down his banner. I think actually should put some red on that, I think. I should really put some red on there just to really pop it off. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to brush down. Bit of water on the brush. I'm going to water down some Piston Red, even more. And I'm going to come in. Right now, as you saw, I've just washed it down. I'm going to come in and start adding a little bit of reds here and there. But blending it with the nun oil. So now that looks absolutely nuts. We actually need to get a little bit more red along there. But the nun oil's trying to take control there. So we just come in along this edge. Wow. The only thing I need to do with this guy, I forgot his teeth and his eyes. I'll do them off camera. Because I've just done Gaz on camera, so there's no point in me doing his eyes as well. Where are we at now? I know what I need. Where's my favourite shade? No, it's not you. Ah, damn it. Let me just go off camera and find that. Right, so I've got Ghazghkull Violet. That's my favourite shade. And I'm going to get these parts up here. Give them a shade down. Because they're really going to stand out. Look, I've just missed that little thing hanging off the top there. That's some Retribute Armor, I think. So you give it a subtle purple look. Some Retribute Armor and get this little bad boy off. Missed him. There's so much detail on this guy. Because he's in charge of jewels, I'd expect there to be a lot of detail on him. Right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to close my wash down before I knock that everywhere. I'm going to take a little bit of White Scars and mix it with a little bit of Goblin Green to really give me a lighter green. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in I'm just going to try and catch the raised up areas. Some people are going to say, oh, that looks terrible, looks terrible. No, 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 no. I'm going to take the paint off the brush. Yeah. Wet the brush again. I'm going to come back in. I'm going to wash that around a little bit. So now what we have, it looks a bit weird. Don't, just trust the process. When that dries, because the white scars are layer paint, it will dry off. It will dull down, but it'll look nice and shaded. I'm actually going to go back to the white scars, go for a bit of tissue, and I'm going to do some more dry brushing on the armour. I actually really love that effect. That is so simple, guys. I'll get those back of those legs, as I said. With these claws. They now look absolutely fantastic. So it's just, that's such a simple technique for metal that looks weathered and worn. Well, not even weathered and worn, just used. Black undercoat, lead belted dry brush, and then a white scars dry brush gives you such an amazing effect. Chuck comments and stuff below what you think about that, because that's just so simple. The smoke's looking pretty nice. What I could do with that, yeah, do I do it now? Okay, I'm going to get some more white scars on my brush. I'm just going to just give the ends of it a tip of the white scars. I think it might be too early. I might have waited for the contrast paint to fully dry. That looks pretty cool. Maybe I should have waited for it to dry, I don't know. We are done. An absolute joy to paint this guy. Let's have a look at the skin. Look how the skin looks now. Yeah, very, very simple. Now some people are going to say, oh yeah, but we don't have Goblin Green anymore. You can get a paint that's the equivalent. Even if it's a layer paint, you just give it 2 thin coats. So guys, I'll say a massive thank you to everyone that voted, because there was 5 models to roll dice on this week. Actually fantastic. Sorry about my attempting freehand. I wanted to attempt it, and I, didn't quite work out for me. So if you're new to the channel, guys, first of all, hit the subscribe button, because it costs you absolutely nothing. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. You've seen how easy it is to paint this guy. Now I could do other stuff. I could come in with some white stacker red, say, and just edge highlight all the red panels. I don't see the need to do that, because I think it looks absolutely fantastic. The silver and the white is just top notch. So easy to do, and looks fantastic, especially for orcs. So all you orc players out there, you've now got an easy way of doing, metal that looks like it's really used. Everyone, please smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to share this video to more and more people. Any comments or anything you want to say, chuck them below as normal, guys, because all you guys are absolutely amazing. So I'm going to bring down, show you some pretty pictures. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you all for voting. And until next time, take it easy, guys.